If you are over the age of 60 and watching this right now, I want you to take a moment and think back to the 1980s and 1990s. You probably remember hearing about hepatitis B on the news or in pamphlets at the doctor's office. Back then, the messaging was very specific and, frankly, quite misleading for the general public. It felt like a disease that only affected other people. We were told it was a problem for younger people making risky lifestyle choices. It was associated with intravenous drug use or unprotected behavior. Because of that messaging, you might have thought, that is not my problem. You likely told yourself, I don't need that shot because I live a safe, quiet life. That mindset was the standard for decades. But today, we need to have a serious conversation, because that mindset might be putting your life at risk right now. The CDC, the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, has just dropped a bombshell recommendation. This new guidance changes absolutely everything for older adults. The reality is that you have likely been unprotected for decades. You are vulnerable to a silent liver destroyer that is statistically more common among seniors than most people realize. This is not about fear-mongering. It is about biological facts that have been overlooked for too long. Today, we are going to cut through the confusion, the noise, and the outdated advice. We are going to give you the exact life-saving schedule you need to know to protect your future. But first, we need to build a community of awareness right here. Before we dive into the schedule, I have a question for you. Let me know in the comments. Did you ever get vaccinated for Hep B back in the day? Or did your doctor never even mention it to you? Type yes or no below right now. We read every single comment to understand what our community needs and how many people have been left behind by the medical system. Okay, let's break down why this is suddenly so urgent. We are going to move from the shocking new data down to the exact steps you need to take. This brings us to point number 4, the shocking CDC shift. For years, the advice for anyone over 60 regarding hepatitis B was basically a shrug. The medical guidelines essentially said, don't bother unless you have specific risk factors. Doctors were trained not to prioritize it for your age group. But here is the reality check that has changed the game. The CDC recently updated their guidelines in a major way. They are now recommending universal vaccination for almost every adult aged 19 through 59. That covers the vast majority of the working age population. But what happens if you just cross that 60-year mark? Suddenly, you fall off the radar. You are now in the danger zone of being overlooked by standard protocols. Here's the shocking truth that most news outlets aren't covering. While hepatitis B rates are dropping in younger people due to vaccination, they are telling a different story for you. Rates of acute hepatitis B are actually rising among older adults in many specific areas. In fact, CDC surveillance data indicates that the infection rate among adults over 60 has increased by approximately 15% in the last 5 years. This is happening because seniors are currently the least protected group in the population. The virus didn't disappear just because you turned 60. We simply stopped looking for it in seniors, and that is a dangerous mistake. If you want to stay ahead of these hidden health threats that doctors often forget to mention to seniors, you need to take action. Hit that subscribe button right now. We are dedicated to protecting your health in your golden years when others might overlook you. Now, let's move to point number 3. The aging liver's vulnerability. You might be sitting there thinking, I feel fine, I have no symptoms. Why worry now? That is a dangerous assumption to make with this specific virus. Your liver at 65 is biologically not the same as your liver at 25. Hepatitis B is what we call a silent viral infection. It does not announce its arrival with a loud bang or sudden pain. It can simmer in your body for years, sometimes decades. During this time, you may have absolutely zero obvious symptoms. Meanwhile, it is quietly causing low-grade inflammation. This inflammation slowly damages the liver tissue, leading to fibrosis. Eventually, this can progress to cirrhosis or even liver cancer. This often happens long before you even know you have the virus. Furthermore, we have to talk about your immune system. As we age, we experience something called immunosenescence. Think of your aging immune system like a security guard who has been working a double shift. That security guard is tired and has fallen asleep on the job. He might miss an intruder that a younger guard would have caught immediately. This vaccine is the alarm clock. It wakes that guard up, retrains him, and tells him exactly what to look for to protect your liver. Okay, so you understand the risk is real. Now, we have to talk about the logistics. This brings us to point number 2, the insurance hack. How do you get protected without a huge headache or a massive medical bill? Many seniors worry about the cost of vaccines on a fixed income. Here is the good news regarding Medicare. For most seniors on Medicare Part B, hepatitis B shots are covered fully. However, there is a catch you need to know. It is covered if you have risk factors. But here is the secret. Risk is defined much more broadly than you think. It isn't just about lifestyle. It can include diabetes or other common conditions. But here is the real hack to save you time. Don't wait for a doctor's appointment that might be months away. Go to your local pharmacist. Ask your pharmacist specifically about your coverage. Now, you might be asking, do I need a prescription? In many states, pharmacists have a standing order that allows them to give it to you without a doctor's note. But it is always smart to call ahead and ask. When you call, ask if they have the common brand names in stock, like Engerix B or Recombavax HB. And if you are worried about how it feels, don't be. The most common side effect is just a sore arm or a mild fever, which is a tiny price to pay for safety. They often know the latest Medicare billing rules better than a general practitioner's office. They can often look up your eligibility and give you the shot right there on the spot. It is faster, easier, and often bypasses the gatekeepers at the doctor's office. We have covered the why regarding the virus. We have covered the where regarding the pharmacy. Now we arrive at point number 1, the most critical part, the schedule. This is where most people fail and waste their time. You cannot just get one shot and forget it. That simply will not work for long-term immunity. To get full, lifelong protection, you need to adhere to an exact timeline. It is a 3-dose series, and you cannot skip steps. Dose 1, you get this today, or as soon as possible. Dose 2, you must get this 1 month after the first shot. Dose 3, this is the closer. You get this 6 months after the first shot. Listen to me closely on this point. If you get busy and miss that 3rd dose 6 months later, you are in trouble. The first 2 doses might not protect you fully without the booster. You have to finish the course to seal the deal. Don't let this silent threat sneak up on you in your retirement. It is a simple series of shots that offers massive peace of mind for your future health. By following these simple steps, you can protect your liver and enjoy healthier years in retirement. Now, I want you to make a commitment to your health in the comments below. Type, I will check if you are going to call your doctor or pharmacy this week to find out your vaccination status. Let's hold each other accountable to stay healthy. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.